issues, and people in the rural areas don't travel so far to give them, where simply easy would not just prevent a maternal mortality. So we brought into that for the PhDs are already up and running, and we're grateful for that. But perhaps more radically, we introduced this business charter in public declaration of what the government and the system to track. We said to our people, here's what we owe you. And we said to investors, here's how we hold ourselves accountable to global standard. So let me speak the ease of doing business and the results I see. One of the first actions that I took, I went to the government after my student signed Executive Order 005, which speaks directly to the ease of doing business in Enugu State. This action was not symbolic, it was a deliberate signal of our commitment to creating an environment where businesses can thrive, investments can flourish, and opportunities can multiply. We understand that our ambitious economic growth target, which is growing our economy from 4.4 billion to 30 billion in 8 years, cannot be achieved without active participation of the private sector. Therefore, the establishment of the Ease of Doing Business Council is fully aligned with our vision to attract private investments and remove barriers that stifle enterprise. To translate vision into tangible results, we created a one-stop investment center. It created experience that puts investors in a state of flow from start to finish, to reduce bureaucracy, digitize processes, and remove the fog of excitement that often slows business down. Today, the time required to obtain e-business permits in Enugu has dropped from an average of just 30 days to just 7 days. In just 2 years, we have attracted new investment commitments across key sectors such as renewable energy, agribusiness, digital services. Everything is transparent, everything is measurable, and above all, everything is mutual. Sustainable investment flow demands security and trust, and that trust is built on systems and institutions that are transparent and consistent. And that's why, to open our doors to the world, we are also equally committed to strengthening what's behind those doors by building institutions that support investment that are actively protected. So finally, a call to other leaders. If we want Africa to compete in real terms, we must move from transactional leadership to transformational, ethical, action-oriented leadership. From the cult of personality to the creation of architecture for lasting change. Our continent doesn't need more corrupt caretakers. It needs champions, men and women willing to build systems, demand more from themselves, and raise the for everybody else. Africa Forward is not just a phrase, it's a posture, a decision, a declaration, and nowhere in that is more alive than this room. Here at the African Leadership Summit, we are not just gathered to perform leadership, we are here to reimagine it, to look around and see a shared story of what African leadership can be on the rise above self-interest. This room holds some of the most capable minds and influential voices in African business and governance. So let's gathering serve 3 practical purposes: alignment first, using the moment to agree on shared principles of leadership, transparency, and integrity, and service over self as metrics of achievement. Second, key accountability. Let's hold each other to a higher standard. This means following up after today, forming cross-border initiatives, benchmarking progress, naming the gaps, and sharing what's working. Third, collaboration. We cannot build systems in isolation. Whether you're in public or private sector, the way forward requires partnership. Let us co-design new frameworks for cross-border investment, shared travel infrastructure, education standards, or business policy reform. That we have a chance to build a new identity for African leadership. Let this room be known not just for who was here and what we said, but for what was built because we came together. Thank you.
Wow, that's absolutely wonderful. Please give a warm round of applause again. Thank you so much. You can see the passion, even though that His Excellency was not here, you embodied him. We could actually feel him coming through, and you can see that what's happening in Enugu State is something marvelous, something amazing. 33% of its budget being allocated to education. but also moving minds in the technological wavefront and ensuring that children and schools have an awareness of enhanced digital and capabilities and AI capabilities. And you actually did say that you are inviting all of us to Enugu State. So for those of you who are willing to travel, don't worry about the visas, we'll sort that out. Come and speak to me during lunch. We'll get your details down and so we're going to be moving on now to lunch, and we want you to use this opportunity to eat, but more importantly to connect. Speak to people, exchange details, exchange numbers, make those connections, because today is a memorable day, the 10th edition of the ALM Summit here. So we need to ensure that we embrace that and we have a wonderful time as well. So lunch is going to be held where we were earlier on, and I know that we have a lovely lady, Dee. Dee Hayless, we've not forgotten about you. We would like you to speak to this wonderful gentleman in the green room. Maybe just ask him a few questions so we can actually get that recorded in terms of what he has said and the information that he provided. So ladies and gentlemen, lunch is served, please help yourselves, and then we will then call you back in, I think, just before 2:30 or so, but we'll let you know. Please make your way to have something to eat and enjoy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been told that lunch is actually the support is 45 minutes, so we'll be to 2:15, okay? So please use that time to engage, but to also have something to eat. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any comments so far? Do you mind sharing your thoughts so far? If you just take. Please start with the name, just for the audience.
Yes,
live on YouTube.
Rotimi Jayesime is the name, Professor Rotimi Jayesime, a doctor, a consultant in obstetrics and gynecology in the UK. At the African Leadership Summit, it's been an inspiring morning listening to Africans talking about what leadership should be. We in Africa have been pulled back because of poor leadership. And now we're coming to the realization that leadership is impossible and that we need good leaders. And what we've heard today from various speakers, governors, central bank governors, state governors from different parts of the world is very encouraging. The future of Africa is bright and we are very optimistic. We will get there. Let's remain optimistic. Viva Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. In terms of health, since your background, your home domain is medicine, gynecology, if I do remember. Any takeaway from here, please?
Well, I am very passionate about healthcare in Africa. We are not where we are supposed to be. The health indices in Africa is the worst in the world. And we have to address and redress that situation. And how do we do that? It's by investing in healthcare. Without health, all what we've been talking about today will not actualize. So we've got to put money, more money, good leadership, good governance, accountability in our healthcare system. We must realize that health is wealth, and without health, we can go nowhere. So as a doctor, my appeal to all governments, politicians, is to prioritize the health of the citizens. Today, we've heard that over 50%, maybe 60% of people in Africa are young, below the age of 30. Now, we've got to make sure that they grow into be healthy citizens. So health is wealth, and we need to address it from primary care, secondary care, and tertiary care across Africa.
One final word. Having practiced before in Nigeria, before coming to the UK, can you pick any similarities or which gaps need to be closed?
Quite honestly, I will tell you this. I trained in the University of Ibadan, 73 to 78, the quality of teaching there surpasses most global standards. That's why I am who I am today. It's the teaching I received from my Nigeria. We are still doing it, and we can do it, and we will continue to improve healthcare education, medical education in Nigeria. Very, very. Yeah, there are differences, technological differences, but we are catching up. We will get there. But the key word, leadership, very important. Let's do away with corruption. And we have enough money. Like we were told this morning, you only need one car, you don't need 10 cars to survive. So let's invest in our various sectors that brings life to life. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank